Hello and welcome back to Lumosity.
Ready to push yourself to say challenged?
Can you top your last time of watching me? Like 1 minute before I beat it? What the heck was that? Did you hear that, audience? What is that sound? It's like a clock, or like a metronome or a clock. Meligina from Sweet Andalusia, composed by Ernesto Lissogununa, and I don't see the copyright status here. Anywhere, there's no copyright status. Star Wars: The Old Republic. You know, I might as well just click on that. Nah, I'm not going to click on it. Never mind. From Sweet Andalusia. I kind of want to. Meh. I don't know. Why? What do I want to? Never mind. Just forget about it. Ernesto Liscona. Casado was a Cuban composer and pianist of Canarian father. Oh, my father was a canary. Oh, no. My father was a canary. Oh, this is so terrible. He was a canary. What, you got something against canaries? What? Oh, no, You wanna say it to my face? What, you're a canary? Does it matter to you? Anyway, canary, yeah. And Cuban modern worldwide fame. He composed over 600 pieces, mostly in the Cuban vein, and was a pianist of exceptional quality. Lucona started early studying piano under his sister Ernestina Lucona, a famed composer in her own right. He then studied at the Peyrelade Conservatoire under Antonio Saavedra and famous Joaquin Nin. So famous, I never heard of her. Or him, I don't know. Lucona graduated from the National Conservatory of Havana with a gold medal for interpretation when he was 16. And he performed outside of Cuba at the Odeon Hall, New York, in 1916. Malagudna was a song by Cuban composer Ernesto Liscona, originally a sixth movement of his Sweet Andalusia, to which he added lyrics in Spanish. It was written in 1928 and has since become a very popular piece in jazz, guitar arrangements, marching bands, and drum corps. Why did I say corpse? Fail. How does anyone fail that bad? Oh my gosh. Fail. I feel good-ish. Yeah, I do. And I slept for not enough hours. Say like 7 or something. It was okay. I've slept less hours. I've slept more hours. What was that? Did you just fumble the ending? You were like, I have to do this. I want to have to do is just finish this out, and then I'll get. No! Was that what happened? Or was that really written there? It just sounded bad somehow. Of course, if you're still alive, or if someone who owns the copyright is still alive, or if it is actually or in that case, in any case where you might seek legal action against me, it was a great performance.
I must have been mistaken if I said something I absolutely did not say. Oh, I surely must have been mistaken if that was the case. But, which, of course, it is not the case. Yeah, I run a very dangerous game by saying bad things about the recordings. Especially when I mean, not even... Ow! Not even whether I know... It doesn't even matter if I know or not, whether it's bad. I shouldn't say it, you know? It's one of those things we just don't do. You don't say bad things about a recording that you don't own when it's not really certain that you have the right to play it. But of course, the person, we must recognize the person at least, regardless of who owns the copyright to the performance. We do know the copyright is owned by this guy because he's, written in 1928, which is past the year, at least in the United States, where all copyrights still stand. As of the current year. Look at that! Almost a personal top 5 score. Nice. Alright, what do you think? Shall we go with another one, or shall we go without? For Penguin Pursuit. Let's go with that. We could use the sound of this game, to help us achieve a higher score than we otherwise might be able to achieve. Yes, this will do nicely. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I still say that. Every time I say that, it's because the guy in Sanctum 2 always said that. This will do nicely. And that's what I'm always repeating when I say that. This will do nicely. I love that line. The way he said it, I don't know. It's what I've got left of Sanctum 2, of that series, which was lost, as you have no doubt heard on at least a dozen occasions if you've been a loyal follower of me and watched all my videos. Because I probably have not uttered it many more than a dozen times, but indeed you could find a dozen times, I do believe, where I've said Sanctum 2, or at least a dozen episodes, probably 100 times if you take every time I've uttered it. Here, let me just double that right now. Sanctum 2, Sanctum 2, Sanctum 2, Sanctum 2, Sanctum 2, Sanctum 2, Sanctum 2. Yeah, I'm not going to double it, but I just said it a bunch. Okay? So, anyway, the point is, God, Disillusion. I have probably said that, though, at least 100 times, maybe 1,000 times. They say that a person says an average of 16,000 words a day. Some days, it's fewer for me. Some days it's a lot fewer. And then some days, where I record, and I just shatter all of that. It's so brilliant, pieces of word. They're just pieces of that, just lying everywhere. I don't even know what I'd call them. There's pieces of what? I just shatter the record. Pieces of that record, of that average, just flying everywhere. One stamina. Oh. You can't even see. I still have nerves head. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. Right, you just totally threw me off. So we just got shards of that, just glass record is flying everywhere, stabbing people in the eyes. Oh, my other eye! Oh, shut up. And so I totally forget what they even shot. What was I talking about? Oh, my other eye! What the heck? Alright. Oh yes, 16,000 words. More like 16 million words. Well, not million words a day. 160,000 words. How many do you think I utter? Well, how about figuring out how many I utter in a single episode? Which we could calculate. Alright, let me say some words here, and I'm going to calculate the rapidity of that. And I'm going to measure it over, course of 5 seconds? How can we measure 5 seconds? Alright, you can measure 5 seconds. I'm going to say some words right now, okay? This is a word, as is this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. All these words are definitely words. If you try to say they're not words, Well, you might be right on a few, but that doesn't matter because the majority are words for this purposes of this calculation of how many words I can speak, or at least how many words I normally speak when on full ramble mode, or if not on full ramble mode, on some level of ramble mode, or just basically normal episode me making mode, and that is ending this thing that is now going on. This study's now at an end. Thanks for doing it now. Post the results in the comments and stop.
There. So, hopefully you took track of how many words I just said. And from that, you should be able to determine the maximum number of words which I would speak in an episode, which would be, what, just drag that out to, like, 15 minutes, because that's probably the average time for an episode. I tried to limit them to, I didn't try to make them 15 minutes. I tried to get them around 10 minutes, just beyond 10 minutes. Because, as it turns out, after 10 minutes, I can get advertisements playing after the video, as well as before, which is a net gain for me. If I can actually get anyone to watch to the end. Not certain if I can, but I do believe that I could get at least partial improvement in advertising, and at least a partial gain in advertising revenue if I can get 10 minutes over 9 minutes, or, you know. But of course, as we go out to 20 minutes, then I can't just split up the episode into as many pieces, each piece, of course, being watchable, each piece, of course, preceded, and in some cases even occurring during advertisements. Yeah, so yeah. And the one thing I'm not doing, though, is putting advertisements in the middle of the videos. Because that's just lame. Come on! Obviously, I gotta put ones at the beginning so I can snag the people who came by accident. Big mistake, fools! And, but putting one doing, though, that just seems like an irritation, you know? Also, it's work, you know? Figuring out where exactly to put it in. Oh, I'm not doing that! No, minimal work! Minimal work! Why do you think I do Let's Plays? I just ramble while doing what I love. Yeah, like record it with a default application, using a default Mac, a microphone, did it on a laptop which I already just had just lying around, or a computer which someone has been very kind to lend to me every once in a while for my three-dimensional video games, you know, things besides Flash games. Flash games, of course, can be rendered just fine here, for the three-dimensional stuff that we would want a Mac Pro. Oh dear. Look at that. Look at it. It's not very good, but it doesn't suck. Alright, train of thought now. Dude, I feel like I've rambled way enough for one episode. What is going on? I've got to figure out more things to ramble out. I'm over my quote already, though. This is terrible. Alright, how about this?
So if I was a walrus, then what color would the sky be?
Now that sounded pretty random, right? Or did it? Yes, it did. But it depends on which definition of random you use. But I'm getting into actual things that make... I don't know what... never mind. No, I mean, yeah, it's true. Okay, what the heck am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, what was that? What am I talking about? Okay, let me just talk for a moment. So initially, random was a word which meant run, or to run, or something to do with running. Okay? Which you can kind of see because it starts. They both start with an R. So they're very much related because they both start with an R. You know, you can very easily see how one became the other, or how they both have similar origins. And we're talking around the 1300s for this. So it means initially meant run. They run very swift or fast or very or whatever. I don't even know. Maybe it was very. Might have been very. I don't remember. Anyway, the point is that there is no point. But furthermore, there's another point in here which is I'm going to now make. So, that point being revealed right now, as soon as I can remember what it was, that it was to be, and what is, because it must be something beyond the point which is right now, becoming the point which is actually now, and not considered right now, by me not really having it be right now, because I'm lying. And so we come to it finally. The time when I actually tell you what I was going to tell you all along. So, as it turns out, random, it does not quite mean to run anymore, but it adopted its current meaning of, being mathematical randomness, where the outcome cannot be predicted, but is simply by complete chance. Basically, it's truly, basically, if you were to, so basically, let's think of something completely random. So it's a random, there would be like, if we were to say X, alright, mathematically, X. X could be any number, alright? Which means that the probability of it being 2 are exactly the same as it being 4,649,298,411. Exactly the same. Exactly. If we have no, that is, if X has no relation to the real world, if it's simply a theoretical value which is influenced by nothing because we just thought of it just now, I have no idea what X is, it has no context whatsoever. I wonder what change games we could have. Ooh, Speed Pack! Oh, this is so much fun. Oh, let's do this. But pretty much everything else, as you may or may not have known, is not really random, like in the mathematical sense, like a penny. Penny toss. Die toss. Neither of those are random. They're determined by chance. The chance you can calculate what the tosses will come up with according to chance. Because they are basically random. Well, you can figure out that because not random, but because the chances of different occurrences happening beforehand are such that blah blah. Basically, you can predict the outcome at the moment that the toss happens. And if you had enough knowledge, you could predict how the toss is going to happen before it even happens. And if you had enough knowledge, you could even predict everything before that. And before that, and before that other thing. And also, you might as well just predict how the Big Bang was going to happen before it happened. Yeah, how you'd even be able to be alive when that prediction can be made. Well, let's just ignore that for the moment, okay? So you can predict everything along the line up until that very point, or at least so the theory goes. If everything is determined by, if there's nothing truly random in the universe. However, according to quantum mechanics, there's dice throws all the time. Really complicated dice that aren't dice at all. In any way, except because they're actually truly completely random, very much unlike dice. And that's going to wrap this episode up. Quantum mechanics. It deals with probabilities, and it's just kind of unpredictable. And also, this episode's over, so yeah. think, and of course it might just be because we don't know enough, and it may be that actually we do know enough, and it is actually completely random, even though Einstein said he didn't believe that the universe throws dice. Or to use another word, well, to quote directly, the God doesn't throw dice, is what he said. So, right, just go wrap it. Yeah, so I mentioned to wrap it up. Okay, yeah, goodbye.